Hi there, this is Jen, and thank you for joining me today. Today I am doing a video showing my color swatch book. I call it Jen's Color Book. This is just a hardbound spiral book that I got from Michael's for probably about $5. Now that I've had the book for a while, my only regret is that I cannot take out or remove pages and insert new pages. But other than that, it's been super useful, and I thought I'd go ahead and show it to give maybe some ideas for how to do their own if they don't already have one. I know there's lots of different ideas out there for swatching colors and organizing. So this is just another idea if you haven't quite gotten a way that you have your items organized, your colors organized, or you're looking for something new. Maybe this will give you some ideas of some different ways to do it. When I started out with this book, I tried to leave enough space in between each kind of product type so that I could make future purchases. So if I buy too much, I won't be able to use this book. So I'm going to try and not buy too much, and so maybe that will help me to kind of curb getting things that I don't really need. At any rate, I have the book organized by type, so I have my markers together, my inks together, all my pigments, my dyes, my distress inks are all in one section. These ones right here are my Catherine Poolers, and I have a little pocket so that I could take the cards out. This book, I get it out every single time that I create a card. It's the perfect size. It's a 5x8, so it's not taking up a lot of space. It has a lot of pages in it, so I don't think I'll be able to fill it up, but I probably shouldn't say that. But I just love it. I pull it out every time, like I said, because it helps me to pick out colors. It helps me to coordinate colors. I love being able to just pull a color out and like hold it up to something else and match it up. I also love to be able to take, especially for my inks, to take the color card out and walk over to where my inks are stored and pull out the inks that I need or that I'm going to use. It also helps me to like compare different products, especially if they're side by side, just to see the differences or which one I like better. For my book, I use Bristol cardstock on a lot of them. A lot of the swatches for the inks and the markers and stuff like that are all on one piece, but when it comes to like the sprays or the glitters or the paste or stuff that's a little bit messier, that it would be too hard to do on one card, I go ahead and I have cut those down. So for example, in this video I'm going to show you some Creative Expressions products, and I'll show you how I swatch those. I'm going to be using the Lustre Polish, the metallic gilding polish, and the glitter kiss. And this company's not new. It's not a new, these aren't new products. They are just new to scrapbook.com. I know that Joggles also carries Creative Expressions and probably others. Those are just the two that I love, and I would recommend anybody to purchase from Joggles or scrapbook.com. They're awesome companies with excellent shipping and excellent customer service. So I recently got a few more of the Creative Expressions. I'm kind of obsessed with them. They're shimmer shakers, they're pixie powders, and I told myself before, I'm not buying any more powders. They're all the same. I've got enough colors, but I bought the pixie powders anyhow. So anyhow, to swatch these colors out, I use 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 cards. So the perfect size to put in my swatch book. They don't take up a huge amount of room, but yet it gives me enough room to swatch the color on with a decent amount so that I can really see the color. So I just go ahead and swatch on the card, and then I write in a pen the color on the bottom. A lot of times on the back side, especially if there's stuff that I have to wait to dry, I will write the kind it is, whether it's metallic or the luster, and then so I know where to put it in my book. So for this first one, I'm going to show you the Glitter Kiss. I've already swatched several out and they are drying, but I'm going to go ahead and grab this Glitter Kiss and show you. So these are basically your glitter in like a gel to make glitter paper. This one happens to be sea green. And so I haven't used this before. So basically you're just going to take, I hold it in my hand, and then I just take and just pop it off like that. It doesn't come straight up, so you can't pull it straight up. You can't pull it like that. You kind of just have to hold it like that and pop it off. And as you can see, it's a sponge, which is so awesome. So it says to prime the sponge by rinsing in warm water. My craft room is not attached to the house, and so I just spritz it with my clear water and just kind of work it so it's not too wet. And these kind of have a learning curve, I think. Probably, I haven't used these through a stencil because all I've had time to do is swatch them. So this one is Sea Green, and so I'm just going to write the name Sea Green, and then you just twist off, and these are glass bottles, which is really awesome. And I'm just going to smear. Like I said, I haven't used this one before, so so this has kind of a little bit of a learning curve, I guess. So I just kind of take it and fill up like that. And then it's kind of a circular motion that's very light. Like, you don't need to go on here heavy. And it's beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous, and that was so easy to do. And then I recommend taking so I'm just going to take a baby wipe, and first I'm going to kind of see if I can get any off. So I recommend just taking a baby wipe and just kind of wiping it off. I would say if you use this a lot and your color or your product gets built up on the sponge, I would definitely take it and run it through warm water to kind of get all of that material off. And then to put it back in, you're just going to kind of tilt it like that and push, and then you'll hear it snap. The next ones I'm going to do are, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do the metallic gilding polish. So I've swatched these on white and on black cardstock, just because sometimes it gives a little bit. These ones don't change as much as the Opal Polish do, but they definitely could have a different look on that. So for these, because I have to let them dry, and these dry fairly quick if you put them down fairly thin, which for the swatches I do. So I'm going to put metallic just so when it dries. So this is Bright Sunshine. So I'm going to go ahead and write Bright Sunshine. And then I'm going to get another piece of paper, because that other stuff is totally wet. So it's going to be the same thing. We're going to take the top off, and don't, like, when I first got these, I thought they were going to be like the mousses, the Nuva mousses. They are not. I only have a few mousses, so I can't really give a fair comparison, but I know that when I first started swatching the first ones that I had bought, I went and kind of dug in there, and it's sunk. It's so creamy. It's so wet, I guess. And so I'm just going to do the same kind of swatch that I did with the, except I got way too much, that I did with the, and you don't need a lot of this, like, definitely do not need a lot of that. It's very metallic. It is so pretty. So hopefully you can see that shine. So the next ones I'm going to swatch out are, I don't have any of the opal, but I didn't buy any. I only have 2 of them. But as you can see, this is Golden Glow, and it kind of looks the same on black. But if you look at the blue parakeet, it's a green on white, and then on the black, it's more of a blue, which would explain the name, blue parakeet. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize, because I just watched the black sheets today, that it did that, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I might have to pick me up some more of those. And so then we have the Lustre Polish, which is filled with mica. Do that to me. So I'm just gonna do it at an angle. I don't know if you can see. I'm just picking it up as an angle, and that's how I will apply it as well. So I'm just gonna wipe that excess off. And then when I'm doing the swatch, and this is how I will do it if I'm using it on a stencil as well. Hopefully you could see it. I am kind of doing it at an angle. I am just using that edge, so it's kind of tilted. Ooh, that's pretty. And that is gorgeous. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly show all of the swatches that I did today. These are fabulous products, new to me, and I absolutely love them. I love the concentration of color that is on all of their products, from the glitter to the polishes. There's a noticeable difference in this glitter kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, the glitter paste, I guess. Theirs is Glitter Kiss, but there is a noticeable difference with the concentration of color. I don't know if it's the concentration of color or just more fine glitter, but it's just beautiful, and I absolutely, it's become my favorite. So I hope you liked this video and that you found something interesting or something that you can use. If you liked this video or found it informative, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate all of your comments. So if you have a comment or a question, please feel free to leave that below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.